Yo, shout out to my homie Maddie. You glad I started the video with it? This morning starts now. Cagadoodle. For starters, just to put it on the record, no, I did not get this water from my pool. This is not pool water. I am not an animal. Guys, it is the earliest of mornings on the 4th of July. Now that means two things for today. One, some patriotic news for you guys. Actually, only like one of the articles is patriotic because not everything that's patriotic is funny. And two, that means that this video is going to be really short because I haven't slept yet and I need to sleep because I have family and plans today. And I chose to bring This Morning back today. That's my bad. First story. We all know the president. Alright, President Obama, we all know him. He's like our dad at this point. I'm gonna cut what happened, but just so you know, I splashed myself. Now you're on board with all of this. I've never really thought about it before, but have you ever thought about what a president's gonna do after they stop being president? Probably not, because they were boring people. Up until Obama. And Obama's cool. For some reason, Obama's a really cool guy. So yeah, it actually does interest me what Obama would do if he was not president right now. Apparently talks have said he's thought about owning an NBA team, which would be awesome. He's thought about philanthropy work. Okay. But apparently his dream job, like, instead of being president, is to just live in Hawaii and own and run a t-shirt shack. That sounds great. What? I would totally quit being president to do that. Number one, you're in Hawaii. Like what? How does it get better than that? Number two, you got t-shirts surrounding you. How does it get better than that? Number three, yeah, Obama. People are gonna walk in like you were the president and he's gonna be like smoking weed and he's gonna be like, I know, right? You want a t-shirt? I got a lot of them. And you'd be like, of course I want a t-shirt, Obama. You're the coolest guy ever. Short stories for today, so on to the next one. Let's stay slightly political for a second. So there's a lot to be said about Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton, people who to vote for, who's gonna be the next president, blah, blah, blah. I don't wanna get into it, it's early. A lot of people really don't like Trump, and a lot of people really don't like Hillary either. So a lot of people are saying like, I'm just gonna move to Canada, or I'm just not gonna vote, or whatever. Okay, don't do either of those. One, Canada, sure, you're gonna like it for a couple days and people are gonna be really nice. You're gonna be like, where's all the pessimism? God, I need to go back to America. And if you don't vote, then you're just gonna be pissed that you didn't vote and you're gonna be like, well, maybe the other one would have done a better job. And you could just vote. But apparently a real poll was held for those who are tired of thinking about Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton. Like, who do you think you would vote for if not them? And the leader of this poll is the giant meteor that is circling Earth right now. The things with these evolved things in our heads, or whatever you want to call them at this point, we're the people that decided that thing. Why is it leading the polls? Well, look at the photo I put for this article. People are saying, just get it over with. Alright, a couple things to say on this. One bad president's not going to kill Earth. Alright, a meteor, yeah, is going to. So don't vote for it. And two, I mean, I know that these people aren't the best people to have as candidates, but I think that there's a lot of over-emphaticism going on TV right now of like the bads. It all comes back to the saying, don't believe everything you see on TV, so don't believe everything about each person is miserable. Do your research before you vote, and when you vote, don't vote for the thing that's gonna kill us. It's better to possibly not die than to assure you're gonna die. On to the next story. Finding Dory, you've probably seen it. Great reviews so far. Why wouldn't it have great reviews? It's off of Finding Nemo. That was a good movie. That's a great movie. That's like a really good movie. But it's also a kid's movie, right? We can agree on that. I mean, you and I can like it, and people that are older than us can like it, but it's meant for the kids. So it might come as a little bit of a, oh, that's not the best reaction when I tell you that a place in California accidentally placed an R-rated comedy trailer in the opening trailers before Finding Dory. So honestly, that doesn't sound like the worst thing in the world. I mean, some things aren't the worst even if they're R-rated, but it gets so much worse when you realize that the movie was that Seth Rogen movie that's coming out, the animated one that's not by Pixar but looks like it's by Pixar and is terrifying, and well, this is what it looks like.
Oh Jesus, fuck! Let me fucking stop! Fuck! Eating children! Fucking children!
Yeah, that's what played for all the little kids. For some reason, I feel like if I was still an 8-year-old, that would scar me, and I would like hate Pixar from that point on. Even though it's not Pixar, it looks so much like Pixar, I would just overall start hating Pixar because of a bad experience at a young age. Any other R-rated comedy, put it in there, not the worst. That one is the only mistake you could have made. Alright, next story. I've got 2 short cop stories to wrap up for you. First one takes place in Amsterdam. So what happens in Amsterdam? Alright, drinking and sex, and I think that's what everybody does all the time, right? Well, 911 out there got a call that they needed to save a life. Now for you, you're immediately thinking they drank too much, right? Alcohol poisoning. This is gonna be bad. Well, they get a call to some guy's house, door's locked, so they bust in because they gotta save a life. So why wouldn't they? They come across a girl, motionless in the window, alright? That's gotta be the person that they gotta save, right? Not moving, alright? They get over there and all the air comes out of her. Why is that? Oh, good question. Well, it's obviously because she's a sex doll. That's right. Why'd I just waste the rest of my water? Why'd you call 911 to come blow up your sex doll? I wish that was actually the case, that somebody called 911 and was like, guys, I need you to blow this girl up for me, because I don't think I can make eye contact with her, and if I'm with her that long, like, I'm gonna start getting real feelings, and it's not gonna be a one-night stand anymore, and it's gonna be awkward in the morning. The neighbors were actually the people that called 911. They saw a girl motionless in the window, and they said, she's motionless. Let's call 911. Ah, she's standing. Maybe she's dead. Let's call. Wouldn't the neighbors also have one? Doesn't everybody in Amsterdam have one? Don't you know what it looks like? Alright, that's my saying. Next cop story. Alright, so the final cop story to wrap up today happens in New York City. I have a serious question for you guys, because I've thought this myself. When you go into a candy shop somewhere, or like out in New York City, like the Willy Wonka or the M&M place, and you see a secret door in the back, what do? Every time I've asked the people, like, what's behind the door, and they'll either say, like, oh, you're not allowed to know, it's top secret, or they'll just say, what door? Alright, don't play dumb with me. I know I see a door. We both see a door. At least tell me, like, it's private, or it's, like, where you're making the candy or something. Lie to me. Just say, is, storage. I will believe you if you give me a reasonable answer. If you say, it's storage, I'll be like, you're probably right. Where are you storing? There's a lot of candy in here. You are a candy shop. You need to store it somewhere. Well, in New York City, we finally know what's behind one candy shop's secret door. A heroin mill. I'm also not surprised. When you tell me what door, that's the first thing that I think of, is that you have a heroin mill back there. If I walked into that place and asked them, I would have known what was behind the door. Alright, that's it for today. Like this video if you like it, comment on it if you were interested by any of the stories I told, share it if you want to share all these interesting stories with everybody you know and everybody you don't know. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see any kind of video every single day at 12 p.m. because that's what I do, except when I do these. These go up whenever I'm done editing them. If you like This Morning, buy a mug. Why not? It's got the rooster logo on it that I made that I think is pretty cool. Get a mug that understands you. I understand you, but the mug will probably understand you better because it'll hold the coffee that also understands you. Other than that, the sun's up, it's the 4th of July, and my mosquito bites don't itch as much as they used to, so what a great way to start this morning.